Welcome to my YouTube channel at Movies Nutshell. Please like and subscribe, thank you. The story centers on 6 high school students who are drawn into a deadly time loop and stalked by a horrific ghost known simply as the Red Person, in which they must find the dismembered remains of a murder victim to break the curse and finally see another day. The only way for these teens to escape is to find the body parts of the corpse belonging to a ghost, the previous victim, bring them together and hope they survive the night without being killed or worse, eaten and obliterated from history. Shota, the high school nerd, explains to the others that there's a body search game that's been infamous to the school's history. With each night resetting and the teens finding themselves thrown deeper into this mystery, the film takes on an extra dimension as it explores each of these kids and what's brought them all together, and why they've been chosen for this task. In their own way, they were all suffering from loneliness, anxiety, or lack of social acceptance, all problems faced by teenagers of their age. In order to beat the Red Person, they must work together and overcome both mental and physical challenges that eventually lead to each character conquering these personal issues. When Asuka talks to the librarian, Mr. Yashiro, suspecting that he knows something about this body search game, the man reveals that he, too, had once been made to participate in it. But as Mr. Yashiro reveals, he did not have any memory of it and realized his participation after finding a book on the body search game. The details of the game being played in different parts of the world which he found in this book, and the fact that he had great memories with his schoolmates who were never his friends, made Yashiro realize that he, too, had played the game. It turns out Yashiro was the lone survivor. The group of teens successfully retrieved the scattered body remains of the victim except for the last part, the severed head. They tried to decipher the location of the last remaining body part, but every effort went in vain. During an unplanned expedition, the group investigates more about the victim by visiting the house she resided in. They found the doll, Emily, that the victim carried around. Eventually, they deduced that the Red Person also carried around the same doll. However, the doll suddenly vanished in thin air, and the group managed to escape safely from the area. Asuka suggested that the victim's head might have been placed in the doll's head. She concluded after observing that the head of the doll drowned faster than the rest of its body in the swimming pool, proving that something resided inside it. The group accordingly planned to capture the monster and take the head out. An intense fight between Emily and the students took place. One by one, each student lost their life at the hands of the monster. However, Takahiro was victorious in cutting open the doll's head and retrieving the victim's severed head. As Asuka and Takahiro ran towards placing the last piece of the puzzle, the monster appeared again. Takahiro gave up his life to save Asuka and help her complete the task, but the monster also came after her. However, she defeated it, and a gigantic crucifix pierced the doll's body, eventually killing it. Asuka placed the head on the coffin, and normalcy was finally retained. And the boy now promises to remember her and find her as his lover. Kissing Asuka, Takahiro gives her his beloved tie pin, which he always keeps with himself. Halfway through the day, Asuka drops Takahiro's pin on the floor. Funnily enough, Takahiro notices and picks up. His memories for Asuka, and the love he feels for her, comes rushing back and he calls out her name. As he does, Asuka grins knowingly, only reinforcing what we said earlier about her retaining her memories. There are several different theories here, but it could well be that Asuka is the next victim for the Red Person. The newspaper may be a foreshadowed glimpse of what Asuka will need to overcome in order to stop the demonic entity, setting up a sequel where she needs to try and survive before she's killed, potentially with a time loop edition of Asuka going back in time to prevent her own death.
Please let us know in the comments section what movies you would want us to recap, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.